From Amateur Radio Newsline Report number 2367, this is Ham Nation Headlines for Wednesday, March 15th, 2023. Our top story this week is about a boost for cutting-edge amateur radio. A major open-source ham radio technology for HF Digital Voice has received a major grant to advance its development.
The FreeDV project is an open-source software initiative created by an international team of hams and has received $420,000 from Amateur Radio Digital Communications. The team plans to use that money to help bring FreeDV into the mainstream. According to an ARDC press release, the goal is to, quote, open the path to widespread adoption of a truly open-source next-generation digital voice system for HF radio, end quote. Some of the funds will go towards the hiring of digital signal processing developers to work alongside FreeDV volunteers to improve the readability of digital voice carried over single sideband under poor HF conditions. The plan is to improve low signal-to-noise ratio operation and improve speech quality. The team also hopes FreeDV can also be embedded in some more commercial radios. Towards that end, specialists will work alongside some commercial HF radio engineers. This is Kevin Trotman, N5PRE.
4 astronauts are now on board the International Space Station. The crew includes the first astronaut from the United Arab Emirates to fly aboard a commercial mission. He also happens to be an amateur radio operator.
4 astronauts, 3 of them licensed amateur radio operators, arrived on the ISS on Friday, March 3rd for a 6-month stay in orbit. One of them, astronaut Sultan Al-Niyati, KI-5VTV, is also making his first trip into space. The Crew 6 launch took place a day earlier from the Kennedy Space Center in Florida. The other members of the team are Mission Commander Stephen Bowen, KI-5BKB, pilot Warren Woody Hoberg, KB-3HTZ, and Roscosmos cosmonaut Andrei Fedyev, who, like Al-Niyati, is making his first space flight. The crew will conduct a variety of experiments, including a study of the way certain materials burn in microgravity and an examination of microbial samples collected from outside the spacecraft. This is NASA's 6th crew to use the commercial SpaceX transport system. I'm Paul Brown, WD9GCO.
And we bring you our final story this week in the spirit of St. Patrick's Day. In Ireland, hams who love Morse code but are nervous about getting on the air now have a welcoming on-air spot to try out their new skills.
The newest net in Ireland is called Nervous Novices. Organised by AMO EI7LC, the 8-metre net is designed to encourage CW newcomers to get on the air without feeling as if they needed to be proficient enough for a full ragchew. Check-in begins from 2030 local time, meeting somewhere between 3.550 and 3.555 MHz. Amateurs are encouraged to operate QRS to accommodate the slowest participants. The emphasis is on good operating practices, not speed. Get on the air and listen for the call CQNNCW. This is Jeremy Bucci for NJH.
A reminder, the nominating period for the 2023 Amateur Radio Newsline Bill Pasternak WA6ITF Young Ham of the Year Award is now open. You'll find more information and the nominating form on our website, arnewsline.org, under the Awards tab. We'll present the award in August at the Huntsville Hamfest in Alabama. And that's all from the Amateur Radio Newsline, your independent source for amateur radio news for 4 decades and counting at arnewsline.org. With Kevin Trotman, N5PRE, Paul Brown, WD9GCO, Jeremy Boot, G4NJH, Karen Eve Murray, KD2GUT at the news desk in New York, and our news team across the globe, I'm Don Wellbanks, AE5DW. 7-3, happy St. Patrick's Day. We'll see you next time here on Ham Nation.